Sports Bash Live, 97.3 ESPN. Hey, don't forget, join us on Monday. This summer, every Monday, we will be live at the Marquis de Lafayette Hotel, 501 Beach Avenue in Cape May. We will be on site, the Barefoot Bar at the Marquis de Lafayette in Cape May. Enjoy great food and drinks steps away from the beach. Yep, starts this Monday. PT, what's going on, my friend? Hey, did you get my pass yet?
Yeah, that's you and me, right? Are you the Marquis or am I Lafayette? Or how do we – I mean, everybody always says we're Laurel and Hardy anyway, and you're the skinny one and I'm the big one. But, you know.
I don't think anybody would accuse me of being the skinny one of anything.
And did I get your pass again? I like how you slid that in there. Do you want to let me off the hook publicly on the radio now and let the listeners know what the status of your pass is?
I got that text. I feel like the opportunity, the window was lost.
Window was lost. I was practically serving it up on a silver platter for this guy to hand me the pass. Well, I would have basically been like standing at the corner of his desk.
I hope you would have thought on your feet quickly to say, now that the Sixers are done, there's an opportunity for me to get up there and pick that up.
Are you kidding me? Tell them, don't you keep roasting me over the coals here. Tell them that Major League rules forbid anyone from picking up the pass except the person who it's issued to.
Did you try the thing that we tried?
The workaround, as engineers call it, a workaround solution.
Yes. The documents I gave you?
Yes, I wrote to him and said I had that in my possession. Did you not read the screenshot that I sent back to you?
Come on.
Or did you just see the text?
No, I read most of it.
I am not allowed by MLB to give the credential to anybody but Mike.
All right.
That is the official police response.
I guarantee you I would have that pass for you.
I want you to let me off the spit now and stop roasting me.
So, a couple things. One, were you a fan of Brett Brown getting retained?
You know, as I was freezing my tuchus off last night at the Phillies game, I decided to take my phone out. First of all, I texted somebody in the press box, a fellow friend of ours who signs off all his radio tags with Philadelphia, right? You know who that person is. So I texted him for the Phillies password for the PR because they got to upgrade their Wi-Fi at Citizens Bank Park. I mean, they got a real problem with that. So they got to upgrade their Wi-Fi. So I was sitting so close to the press box, I'm updating the tweets, and I see it. I see Wozer's tweet, and I'm like, oh, Brett Brown's going to come back. All right. I thought the guy might get fired. I mean, I didn't think he should have got fired. To me, and I think I echoed you, I might have even name-dropped you in it. Oh, no, maybe that was for my extra points column. In Shore Local this week, when it does come out, you'll see me echo your sentiment that, look, coaches coach and players play. Can a coach screw some things up? Sure. And you can change the coach a lot easier than you can change the players. But that said, the Sixers and the fact that they're out, you can't put that solely on Brett Brown. Okay, and there's so many Brett Brown haters out there. And then when the biggest guy, literally and figuratively, in the team, and that's Joel Embiid, lobbies for him to have his coach come back, like, who knows? Who knows what Joshua Harris and those guys were thinking? But I honestly, like, if you said, PT, what were they really thinking? Were they going to fire this guy? Yeah, I think they were going to move on, because why else would Joshua Harris come out and say Eastern Conference Finals or bust? Like, you got to at least get to the finals. There were some people that said if he got to the finals and lost, he'd still be fired. And then, of course, Joshua Harrison, changing the narrative, spin, says, oh, we were never going to fire him. Come on, dude.
You don't believe that?
No, I don't believe that at all. I believe that the seat wasn't hot. I believe it was literally on fire. Flames were licking at Brett Brown's pants. And then I think that Joel Embiid came and said, like, that's my coach, man. He cried.
No.
Like, that's my
I'm not saying, like, I don't think that there was any substance to him being on the hot seat.
Oh, no, I disagree. Because not only do I think there was substance, I think there's sizzle. Why else would Joshua Harris come out before the playoffs even started and said, yes? Can
I tell you why? There's two reasons why. A couple of things. One, he just signed an extension that kicks in now.
Who's Brown?
Brown. He has a 3-year extension that starts now. Like
Okay.
going in, it doesn't start till next season. So he was given a 3-year extension that starts next season. They're paying him $15 million. So short of getting swept or beat by Brooklyn, I didn't think there was any validity to them saying, we're going to fire you and pay you for 3 years and then hire another new coach on top of the fact that we're going to have to go over the luxury tax to bring all these guys back. I just never.
All right. I'll give you a little ground on that, but we are talking about a dysfunctional, crazy, weird league in which teams like go and hire Wildwood High graduates and then try to lie to us and say that he was their first choice all along for the Lakers job. You know what I mean?
Well, that's preposterous.
So is the league, right? So is the way the coaches get hired. Didn't Toronto fire a coach of the year?
Yeah, which again is another indication for all the haters out there that the coach is just kind of like, I saw your tweet. I like how you have all these hot take tweets all of a sudden, Pete Thompson.
Yeah, well, it only took 7 years, but you finally lit a fire under my ass.
Most folks will remember this playoff game 7 that Kawhi won with multiple bounces off the rim. I'll remember the 3 shot clock violations. No one can grab a defensive rebound. Raptors hustling more at key moments. Joel bent over and gassed late in the game. I mean, that is a hot plate, man.
Well, I was trying to bring all the points in 140 characters or however many you get, but, like, that's the thing. Like, people are going, like, double doink, triple doink, whatever, you know. No, I was so pissed off, so yelling at the television when it was really 2 shot clock violations, and it would have been a third, but they threw the ball away. Like, they had 2, and then and the one that really, to me, has no excuse is how do you come out of a timeout and you run into a damn shot clock?
All right, well, let me ask you then, because we had Jimmy Lynam on the other day, and we asked him about that. And he said, is it poor play, meaning do you blame the coach, or is it poor execution? What do you think?
Well, that's the thing. I'm sure the coach designed a play or several plays or several options.
Well, his explanation was great. He said it's like a football play. Every play call will work if you execute it right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you call a running play and the left tackle blasts his guy off the line, you'll be able to run there. But if that guy gets blasted off the line, that run's not going to work, and you're going to say, that was a horrible play. See, the answer to the question is, Peter, do I like the coach or do I not like the coach? If I don't like the coach, it's the coach's fault. If I do like the coach, it's probably the player's fault.
Yeah. I like the coach, and I'm okay with him coming back. But the coach can't, because the coach can't go out there and teach him how to rebound. Box out, gosh darn it.
And by the way,
get a defensive rebound.
And by the way, you know, to me, I wouldn't have been mad. Like, would have been like screaming mad if they got rid of the coach. Like, to me, that position in the NBA is not really worth being angry about. Like, if they fired him and let him go and brought somebody else in, guess what? People would be bitching about the next coach that comes in here and how poor of a job that guy does, because the NBA coach, he might be worth, I don't know, a win 4 or 5 games here or there. Right.
But it is funny when you have styles and, you know, you see coaches. There's always coaches that get painted with the brush of what a genius coach or what a great game day coach, right? And you think of the guy in Boston, right? You think of Spoelstra down in Miami. There's coaches out there.
By the way,
who's the genius
the guy in Boston? Right? The guy in Boston's not looking so smart right now, is he?
That's true, and he's about to lose a lot of his talent too, right?
Guess what? If Kyrie Irving decided, hey, I would come back here, but you got to get rid of the coach, do you think they would get rid of Kyrie or keep the coach?
I'm pretty sure that they would have seen that. And again, that's the inmates are running the asylum. That's why I get mad at the NBA at times.
Scary Terry was on. Terry Rozier was on Get Up and some of the other shows this morning. He didn't sound like he was very. Let's just say the approval rating of the coach wasn't too high with him.
Yeah, he's not liking Brad Doogie Howser Stevens.
Well, what he said was, what we would do in practice, we wouldn't do in the games. In other words, in practice, he would put the starters out there, and then would run the second unit out there. Well, in the games, the people who played together in practice very rarely played on the court together in games. He was like, we were all so confused of what our roles were and what we were supposed to do.
Oh, that's bad. That's dissension. That explains why they weren't successful. They've basically imploded on themselves with infighting and confusion and personalities, and none of them good.
Yeah. Sports Bash Live, 97.3 ESPN. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. So the whole process, anti-process, here we are a couple of years later. Peter Thompson, do you think the process is working, worked, not working? Where are you?
Working. I'm still on working. They'd have to win a championship for me to say it worked. But I'll go with working. And the two names you mentioned, by the way, the only two of the starting five that are guaranteed to come back. They got to throw all the money they can and a couple of, some nice luggage and some great parting gifts to Jimmy Butler to get him to come back. And then if you're throwing all that money at him, does that mean you say goodbye to Tobias Harris? What do you do with J.J. Redick? There's so many off-season questions that they have to answer. But to me, I think Jimmy Butler, especially in the postseason, they can give him the max, offer him every little bit of money. Plus, the comments that he made about Brett Brown did seem optimistic, and that was before they knew that Brett Brown for sure was coming back. But it sounded like, he liked the system, he liked the players. Look, all the stuff that people were saying, Jimmy Butler wants to be the man. He can't handle strong personalities. He got a strong personality in Embiid. He got strong personalities on the team. Jimmy Butler's not going to like it. As soon as he can walk, he's going to walk. No, I think he enjoyed the experience, but he also enjoys money. And they got to pay him every nickel and dime they can to get it. That to me is priority number one.
All right, Peter Thompson. It's Tuesday with Thompson. By the way, Peter, it was good to see you on Sunday. I'm glad that you stopped over.
Yeah, I got to see the Gill house. Yes, it was lovely.
Well, it was nice to have you.
A little wardrobe.
Yeah, it was
exchanged a little wardrobe.
Yeah, it was finally nice to have your presence in my home.
I would like to come visit again sometime and sit on that back porch.
All summer.
And we'll watch them. See, we're going to go to a Phillies game as press once we get you your pass. We're going to make that happen. Okay, look, I was there last night, by the way. I was part of those 26,169 brave souls. And
that didn't look fun at all.
I was for sure they were going to lose. I mean, they were down 2-0. They rallied to tie the game. Then they go down 3-2.
Did you stay the whole time?
4-2. We stayed the whole GD time, all 3 hours and 57 minutes of it.
Wow. Good for you,
And,
man.
Mike, am I ever early for anything? We were at the ballpark.
No.
So
you are early when you want to be early. Like things, events that you care about.
Like accidental.
No, like I told the story the other way. When we went to the Flyers game and you were meeting me at the rest stop, you're like, "Where are you?" I'm at the rest stop already.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Well, we met at that rest stop. We got to the baseball park so early, Citizens Bank Park last night. They hadn't opened the gates yet. But we walked up. We couldn't figure out why they weren't letting us in. Then we realized that an hour and a half before a 7:05 game is not 5:30. It's 5:35.
Gotcha.
That's why they weren't letting us in.
All right, he's Pete Thompson. It's Tuesday with Thompson, and we'll do it again next week. Thanks, man.
All right, looking forward to it, buddy. Take care. Stay in touch.